Following the Makerfield by-election, Reform UK leader Nigel Farage has claimed that his party's pressure fractured the political status quo, asserting that the Westminster two-party system still can't cope with the result from 10 years ago. Farage argued that Reform UK's strong polling and aggressive campaign delivered a heavy blow to Labour, fundamentally triggering the high-stakes by-election and exposing long-term political instability rooted in the aftermath of Brexit.
What is destabilising for the country is 6 prime ministers in 7 years. That's destabilising. I think the great British public deserve to give their opinion. I really, really do.
You mentioned the rate of turnover in prime ministers. Do you accept a degree of responsibility for that? Because that happened since the Brexit vote, which of course you were against.
Yes, I mean, I suppose I forced David Cameron into a referendum that ended his career. I launched the Brexit Party and got rid of Theresa May. And on May the 7th this year, what happened, as Reform campaigned under a slogan of vote Reform, get Starmer out, we swept the board in the North East, Yorkshire, the North West, parts of the West Midlands and parts of South Wales. So, yeah, I mean, there would have been no Makerfield by-election if Reform hadn't dealt Labour such a heavy blow. So do I accept some responsibility for Prime Ministers resigning? Yes, but...
And the instability that causes?
Well, hang on. You know, 10 years ago tomorrow, the country voted to leave the European Union. For 10 years, we've had half the political class fighting against it, looking for a second referendum, or in the case of Keir Starmer, trying to realign, and the other half who finally, begrudgingly, after 3 years accepted it, and a Conservative government under Boris Johnson that didn't implement the wishes of the people. And so I think much of what you're seeing is an earthquake that took place 10 years ago. These are still the aftershocks, and the two-party system still can't cope with that result 10 years ago.